Hey guys, from time to time the Secret Sanctuary is going to tackle an issue in our hobby. Tonight we're talking about that dreaded non-refundable deposit. So tell me if this scenario sounds familiar. You're on the boards or you're on Facebook. Everybody is pumped because Prime One or XM or Sideshow is about to introduce the pre-order for their latest greatest statue. And everyone's excited, everyone's talking it up, the hype is just going off the charts for this thing, and you're hitting F5 on your browser. You want that thing to go up for pre-order so you can nail down that exclusive. And it happens, and you do it. You fork over that $50 for a Sideshow PF, or almost $100 for a P1 1/3 piece, or $300 maybe for an XM piece where you're going through a middleman, and you're excited. You're posting, I got the X, I'm so fired up, I'm gonna pose them with this statue or pose them with that statue. It's gonna be awesome, and how much is it gonna weigh, and what's it made of, and blah 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 blah. And then a year later, suddenly P1 has introduced more statues, XM has introduced more statues, Sideshow has introduced a ton in San Diego or through Spooktacular or whatever event they're having, and you're kind of thinking, do I really have room for that statue I ordered a year ago that I plunked down 10% for, or maybe 30% for XM Studios? And this is the cycle that we get into, where we put down this money, and then the wait time, that lag time is so far, a year usually, that it's inevitable that new statues will come along, or maybe real life comes along and you need that money for something else. And you get to that horrible moment where you kind of hope that the statue gets delayed so you can get your NRD back with no penalty. So this is one of the things about our hobby that is inevitable, because the makers, XM and P, everybody, they have to lock you in. Otherwise it could be a flipper's paradise, where a flipper could be, if they're ordering without having to do an NRD, they could be ordering everything, and then the ones that hit, the ones that are obviously going to be, escalate in value, they could hold those orders and then just get rid of all the orders that are going to be ordinary statues that are going to be, losing their value as soon as you buy them, like buying a car loses its value as soon as you drive it off the lot. So they have to lock you in. It's understandable. I know why they do it. But on the flip side, it's gotten to the point where you wonder, is this part of their business plan? Are they anticipating that a certain percentage of their customers are going to default on that NRD? And that has to be the case. And just from a business perspective, that almost has to be part of their business plan. But as a collector, you have to wonder, is this sustainable? We all have our space issues, we all have our money issues. And when there is so much product coming out as there is now, you have to wonder, is this going to continue? And now there's what I consider a new wrinkle, and the new wrinkle is Tweeterhead. Now this is not a commercial for Tweeterhead. I own one Tweeterhead piece. I've got a couple on pre-order, but the interesting thing about Tweeterhead is that their deposit, which actually you have a choice, I believe, on their site now for a new item coming out. I think Supergirl's up for pre-order right now. Harley Quinn, several from their DC Superpowers line. Your choice is you can pay 50% of deposit, or you can pay for the entire amount of the item. But, and this is huge, your deposit is 100% refundable. Now, I'm not sure that it says that on their site, but if you look in the Ask Tweeterhead thread on the statue forums, they're very specific about that. your refund is refundable. I'm sorry, your deposit is refundable. And I'm wondering, is that going to be a game changer? It seems to be kind of under the radar right now. People aren't really talking about it, but it's such a dramatically different policy than every other statue maker out there right now. And Tweeterhead, while again, they've been a small-time player, you know, consistently putting out good statues, the Batman 66 line, things like that. Suddenly with this superpowers line, they're getting a ton of attention and highly anticipated pieces. Everyone is really fired up about the Batman statue that hasn't been shown yet, the Superman statue which has been shown but not yet painted. These are really cool statues. They're 1/6. They're not the space eaters that the bigger ones are, and they're affordably priced. So I'm wondering, and again, I'm not trying to promote Tweeterhead. What I'm saying is they are gaining presence in our hobby at the same time that they are offering something that no one else is offering, a problem-free refund on your deposit should you decide that you don't want the statue. That's a big deal. And I'm wondering if it's going to become a bigger deal. I'm wondering if some of the other guys are going to start rethinking whether the NRD is a requirement. And maybe they're looking at Tweeterhead and saying, let's wait this out a little bit. Let's see if they can hold on to those customers while allowing them a refund. Because this is a change. And I'm really curious how it's going to affect our hobby. I could be blowing this out of proportion, but considering the problems that a lot of collectors have with coming up with funds for their statues, and with the absolute glut of new product coming on the market seemingly every week, these issues become even of greater importance. Money, it's important. So I wanted to bring that up. I'm really curious what your comments might be. Maybe you think I'm nuts. Maybe the NRD, the non-refundable deposit, is inevitable and is here to stay. And maybe Tweeterhead is going to figure that out in the next year or so and make a change. I don't know. But I think it's a cool time to be in the hobby. It's an interesting time to see how it's all going to shake out. And what a cool hobby we're in, don't you think? Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please like it, please subscribe, and please comment. I want to know how you feel about this. Have a good night, guys.